Welcome everyone, it's time to kick off our leadership video of the month. When you think of the word communicate, what do you think of? Do you think of having a conversation and talking with someone, or texting, or even singing at someone? Because when I think of the word communication, I think of being a detective and finding clues to solve a mystery. Communicating is all about finding and interpreting clues to understand what someone is trying to tell you. Communication happens between two types of people: someone delivering the information, someone giving the clues, and someone receiving the information, someone who's finding the clues, like a detective. Some examples of a deliverer and a receiver communicating with each other are a teacher talking to her students, a mom texting her kid, or a pianist performing for an audience. What are some clues that a receiving detective could find in these examples? If your teacher is talking to a noisy classroom, what might they sound like or look like? Maybe they're saying, "Be quiet, everyone." How are they saying it? Did they say it like, "Be quiet, everyone," or "Okay, be quiet, everyone"? Did they have some sort of emotion in their words? Did they sound frustrated or amused? Did they say it really quietly? Or did they say it really loudly because they wanted to be heard? There's lots of different ways that we can use our ears to interpret the clues that the teacher is giving us. What clues can we use our eyes to find? Does your teacher look really impatient because they're crossing their arms? Do they look really mad because their face is showing that expression? Are they using a peace sign, their hand signal, to try and tell you guys something that they want you to quiet down? Some of the clues that we found were the words, "Be quiet now." The intonation and tone, "Be quiet now." The facial expression and body language, "Be quiet now." And the hand signal, "Be quiet now." What if you're talking to someone who can't see you and you can't see them? Imagine if your mom texted you, "Call me now." How would you know what your mom is feeling? Do you think there's a difference between "call me now"? Call me now! Call me now! Your mom gives you clues about how she's feeling in her texts. One, the words. The punctuation, we have the period and the exclamation point. The all caps. And finally, the emoji. When we're communicating, it's most important to be a good detective so that we don't need to be told the same things over and over again. What if there are no words to communicate with at all? Musicians performing for an audience communicate all the time without any words. They interpret what a composer wrote or improvise their own personal expression to reveal clues to the audience. These clues include the melody, the harmony, the tempo, the dynamics, the articulation, the instrumentation, the performance energy from the performer and from the audience. All of these are clues about what the composer or the performer is feeling when they're playing their music. Musicians also use their body language and facial expressions to communicate, especially conductors. When we're the ones delivering information, we need to make sure that we're careful which clues we're giving out so that we're not misinterpreted. The best way to do that is to use lots of different types of communication, or you can think about it like lots of different types of clues. Body language, words, facial expression, all that. Okay, I need to make a call. I've got all my clues ready to go. I'm ready to deliver some information. Why is it important to be an effective communicator? Think about it this way. If all of us were focusing on being a good detective and being a good first-time listener and a more careful reader, not only would we be more attentive, but we would be showing respect to the person that we're communicating with. Having to repeat the same information over and over and over and over and over and over again, it's boring and it's frustrating for everyone. So if we all practice listening, we'll be able to have more time to learn and more time to improve our relationships with the people that we're interacting with. This week, talk to your teachers during class about how you communicate and how other people communicate with you. Maybe you have some ideas that we didn't talk about today. Make sure you tell us all about them. We want to hear. Okay, see you next month.